Alright. With that out of the way. Yeah, I also want to mention, that's like the only place that the land, that text that pops up does not occur. Odd enough, I know. Interesting enough. Alright, I think it is... Is it right? There it is. Oh, so we can grab these daggers now. Okay. You found a mysterious dagger. Collect all these for a big prize. In my test playthrough, they showed up on X's on the map. Without with the indicators on. So I'm wondering why I can't even see it myself. Again, I will look into it. So I know I can see, because usually they give you all the daggers locations on the map. I guess I'll have to look at the map again. But otherwise, I think we'll go after our next boss. Yeah, we can go after multiple bosses in this return home. Yeah, there's also another town there that we can go in, or at least get a glimpse at. But I'll wait for that until story progression requires us to go there. Like Jen said, yeah, I was born there, but there's no need to go there now. Like, okay, we'll heed his initial things about it. But look at this railway. This railway seems to be, you know, really useful, but Archimedes didn't care about repairing it. He only cares about his grand core or whatnot. Ugh. It's like, man, there's more things to life than grand core, alright? Alright? Am I right? Alright, so... I don't recall where the rest of the daggers are, because again, usually they showed up on the map, on the little mini-map on top there. But it's weird that it's not showing up now. But otherwise...
These are the old aqueducts, and over there is Lake Tika, named after the towering mountain behind it.
Oh boy. We got Mount Tika in the background, which is a place you can see, and does have a beacon title. You can't see the beacon in the distance. So that's actually pretty cool. But we're not going to that beacon just yet. Ow, you Scarab Bearers. These things always cause a big pain in the backside just because they just appear out of nowhere. On the Galactos. I think I find the Galactos easier than fighting these guys, because these guys usually fight back. But there's another boss. You might look at that. There's a small little building inside this grove of trees right here. Well, if you do look here, this place is really hidden. The Ironwood Grove. Let's go in here. This is our next boss. Now, have you seen those flies we've been tackling earlier? Yeah, this place has got the boss of them. So, and I do not find this guy all that hard. He's a little tricky, sure, because he's a flying enemy. But he's not, I wouldn't say he's not hard. I think the Pteropod character was, you know, was probably harder than him. But this is Sir Sting-A-Lot. Nuisance of the Nightmare Scale. Yep, see, he's got another crown. Alright, it's time to take you down. Now, when you get into these boss fights, you can't leave because the gate goes in front of them. Never mind. Let's see, do I have ice? Yes, I do. This boss fight is actually weak to ice, I want to say, because again, you can, when you freeze enemies, you do basically... Oh boy. And see, all of his attacks are just as about as the same as everyone else's of the flies, so you just have to... And see, and since he's light, you can basically freeze him. Come on. Oh, I missed. In fact, he's flying is a bit of annoyance. Come on now. I'm trying to freeze you and you keep flying. Also, he shows up as a dire thing. Now look at this. This guy can hurt you. This guy can do some damage, yes, but all the enemies in here are all just little small versions of him. So, which usually will drop ammo or stuff that'll basically help you out. You need to stop hitting me for this. Where's Sting-A-Lot? Where'd he go? There he is. Come here, you. Hey, you. Sting-A-Lot. Now I wish you were lower so I can hit you with the sword, but I can't hit you with a sword. But look at that, he froze him, and there's a lot of damage tied to him. Skill shots. So again, freeze enemies and then hit them. with any type of projectile will do more damage to him. Get all these creeps out of here so that it stops annoying me. Come on, you. Got him. Look at that. Oh, what a sight to behold. And I will never doubt the power of ice anymore. Now, I think I said earlier that I doubted the power of ice because it's not very useful. Well, after my test playthrough, I've been kind of a different change of sorts, where now this thing can do ice can do so much damage if given the right circumstances. Because you really are just shattering a block of ice. Now, if I could just stay on the ground long enough. I keep missing. I keep missing him so badly. Ah. You will die. Sir Sting-A-Lot is certainly stinging my gears, that's for sure. Get lower, you. Oop. Ah. Why'd you get lower, buddy? Freeze up. Booyah! And see, this guy is taking less time than the pteropod fight. Because he's a fly. He's a light enemy, and you can pull him right to you and hit him. It's like, you have basically the advantage in this fight, for sure. And he's low enough, I can take him down easily without freezing him now. I'm actually out of ammo for that anyway. Booyah! Oh, I missed. Booyah! And there goes the fly. Sir Sting-A-Lot is dead. Huzzah! The culprit has been transported to the White City prison. You can visit later and claim your prize there. Yep, he's dead. No matter about that. And it's cool. It's kind of weird that this little grove gets really expansive in here. But when you saw him out the outside, you know, the thing was really small to begin with. So, I don't understand why that there's like a sudden, you know, world increase in this. We just became very small, and he's just, you know, a normal-sized guy. But this is like a little sacred grove, and it's like really sweet looking. So they expected to use ice on here because they give you ice drops as a result. Again, ice is useful. Alright, let's get back out to the world of Arcadia. Because we got another boss. Yeah, I know, we got a lot of stuff to take down. And while we're not going to be able to get the daggers this time around, because I want to see where those... Because usually the indicators will pop up on screen, but they didn't this time for some baffling reason. But again, the daggers will give you a shard. A very powerful shard, in fact, if you do it. So, it is technically worth it to go after your way to get get those daggers. But let's go after our next boss. Yeah, we're going to go after all the bosses for this point. Because we can do that now. And, well... And for, you know, Let's Play's sake and to show it off, I will show the way to get to each one of them. One of them is actually in Arnville, or the Warden Woods. Yeah, if you want to believe it or not. And there's White City off in the distance. But we won't go in there just yet. We might as well. Oh, those are landing pads. We won't be getting those probably until story gets beyond us right now for the moment. But we're going to go and walk towards our next boss fight. We're going to get 2 in 1 episode. That'll be great to know, huh? Because again, folks, there isn't going to be much of a plot in this session. Because after you get this claw shot, almost everything around the world opens up to you. From going underground in the warehouse in the White City to basically getting all the bosses if you want to. Except for one. There is one that requires the diving helmet to reach, which is an item we don't have yet. Yeah, I know. I'm spoiling that now that there's something called the diving helmet, which allows you to swim in water indefinitely without the use of your stamina going down. But for some baffling reason that you need this diving helmet to actually swim indefinitely in water. It also lets you dive in water, but we don't have that ability just yet. We need a diving helmet, but we won't be getting that until we get into the next area where the next beacon is. Where it's most likely required. But if we come up here into this really cold region, there is a cave over here. The Ice Caverns. The Ice Caverns holds another boss. One of the criminal underlings here. And it's a little confusing spot, yes. But we got this thing up here. Today's catch was amazing. Too bad I have to give a cut to the boss. But doesn't matter. Soon we'll be dripping in treasures after his schemes come into fruition. Schemes come to fruition? Yeah, this is the Baron. And he is a giant Galactos. Yeah, it doesn't really seem that menacing now when looking back at it. But as I said before, all the bosses, these super bosses, are all just basically souped up forms of current bosses that we've already seen. I can't break that ice. Let's see here. Do I get it? Yeah, this is the way, I think. Well, there's also like this little optional offshoot area in here you can go into. There's really nothing here. Like, I don't know why they put this here. It's just this little offshoot area. You can just walk in and grab some drops. Like, it's nothing here. There's like no chests, no other enemies. And again, I like this aesthetic, and I wish they did this aesthetic more. Like this ice effect. They don't do this effect very much. We'll be seeing at least a little snow area later on down the game, but until then, this is like your first time seeing snow in full on. And again, it looks cool. Oh, here we go. Here's the Baron. Our third optional boss. This is the Baron Thorn, Bandit of the North. He is surrounded by Galactos and everything. But again, if you can dodge Galactos, you will have no problem with this guy. And all of his minions just drop experience, which is all nice to get here. And again, the Galactos are not very tough to fight. And again, look, I've already taken out most of his minions down. And again, Baron is just a little more aggressive than the other Galactos, and the fact he's just bigger. But again, with your weapons so far and your shards, you should be able to do everything imaginable just to take him down pretty easily. Again, I would think this is probably the easiest of the boss fights. Because look at this, you can just... Okay, first off, you're hitting me like crazy. First off, I'm going to heal myself with 1 hit point. Thank you. Again, if you want to do it, you could probably hit him from far range. It's probably better, because you can reload your bullets faster. But again, he's actually pretty defensive, though, against bullets and whatnot. So, use elemental shots or something to do damage beyond time. Take a fight. Also, Baron, for some reason, does not go underground. You think he would, but he doesn't. Just hit him once, and just walk back before you, because he'll counterattack every time you hit him. So hit him once, and roll back. This is it. This is the entire boss fight. They can't really... I guess they couldn't do very much with enemies that are just a little souped up and bigger, though, to be honest. Oh boy. Come on, you. You're dead. You're gonna die here. Come on, you. And that's it. There's his boss fight down and dusted. And it gives us an optional exit out of the way. The Cobra has been transported to the White City prison. You can claim it. Claim your prize later once you return. Yeah. Hoda! The saga of the mini bosses. Yeah, I know. It's quite awkward to say the least. But again, these bosses are... Again, you get very good items for basically going after all these guys. And I do recommend you go out after these guys, because again, you get rewards from the White City prison once you return. And a lot of them are basically shards, and I do think I think the last 2 are heart container pieces. So yeah, really worth it to go out of your way to get these. I want to heal, thank you. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. We go here. We got money! Money. A rough diamond's worth a whopping 200 coins.